What's good, YouTube? It's KingX.X coming to you guys with a brand new video, and today in this video we're going to be going over the top 5 meta weapons in Warzone and loadouts you guys should definitely be running. Now I will say one thing, that I am dropping this video on Friday, and mind you that we are supposed to be getting the mid-season update for Warzone on Tuesday. Now with this update, most likely a lot of the guns in this video, at least 2 to 3, maybe even 4 of these guns might actually be getting nerfed, so this is why I want to drop this video a few days early, let you guys grind out these weapons and have fun before they probably get nerfed to the ground. But if you guys are new to the channel and like Call of Duty content, definitely consider subscribing. I upload Warzone literally every couple days, so let's go ahead and just get into this video. So starting off with the very first class, we're going to be talking about the NZ41. Now this gun has been taking over Warzone for quite a while now, and here's the class setup. Now number one, we're running the MX silencer for the sound suppression, horizontal recoil control, vertical recoil control, and the damage range. You do lose ADS and sprint to fire. We're running the Orb Weaver 360mm for the highly accurate and controllable, as well as the reduced scope sway and gun bob, but mainly for bullet velocity, of course. For the optic, I'm running the SVT40 for the 3 to 6 times scopes, by far probably the best scope for the ARs in this game. For the stock, we are running the Orb Weaver E-Pack for the recoil control, recoil recovery, accuracy, and the flinch resistance. The underbarrel, we are running the M1941 hand stop for the vertical and horizontal recoil control. For the magazine, we're running the 6.5mm Sakura 50-round mags, mainly because it adds to your fire rate and it makes your gun as accurate as possible, as well as it comes with the recoil control. For the ammunition, we are running lengthen just for the bullet velocity, no other reason other than that. For the grip, we are running a hatch grip for the vertical recoil control, horizontal, and to reduce a lot of that flinch resistance that you would have had previously. For the perk, we are running brace. Now this is for initial firing recoil, and for perk 2 I'm running fully loaded, but feel free to run anything else when it comes to the perk 2. But that is the entire NZ41 class. Let's go ahead and get into weapon number 2, because weapon number 2 might also be nerfed alongside the NZ41. The second class we're going to be looking at is the Marco 5. Now for this class, for the muzzle, we are running the recoil booster for the fire rate increase. We're running the 342mm 04P, mainly for the highly accurate and controllable, as well as bullet velocity, flinch resistance, and reduced scope and gun sway. So nice there. For the optic, we are running the slate reflector. Now I do want to say you can run the 3 to 6 times scope on this gun if you want to, but personally I like the slate reflector mainly because this is going to be a kind of up close and personal gun, but you could also use it at range. For the stock, we're running the Perfetto Asada. Now I will say it does help with your recoil control, but personally I feel like this stock is actually quite heavy, so in the gameplay you will most likely see me using the body HF folding, but I also do use this one as well. It's really personal preference on that one. For the underbarrel, I'm running the Mark V skeletal for the ADS time and the movement speed. I told you I want this gun to be kind of up close and personal. For the magazine, I'm running the 8mm Nambu 64 round drum for the hipfire accuracy, recoil control, and of course to increase the magazine ammo capacity, as well as I'm running lengthen as the ammunition. For the rear grip, I am running taped grip for the aiming stability, movement speed, weapon swap quickness, and sprint to fire speed. Sprint to fire always helps when it comes to weapons. You want your gun up as quick as possible after sprinting, and I'm running frenzy because I wanted to make this class more of a rushing class, make it a little bit more viable. As well as for perk 2, I'm running fully loaded to start with all of my max ammo when I get into the game. That is the Marco 5. Let's go ahead and get into weapon number 3. Weapon number 3 is actually a very surprising one, and that is the Bruin MK9 from Modern Warfare. It was one of the DLC weapons, and it turns out to be really good. Now, for the muzzle, we are running the monolithic suppressor for the sound suppression and damage range. You do lose some ADS speed. For the barrel, we are running the XRK Summit 26.8 inch. It gives you damage range, bullet velocity, and the recoil control. I'm gonna tell you guys, this gun is an absolute laser, so we are running the tac laser. It gives you ADS speed. That's all I'm really worried about. The laser is visible, but it's only when you're aiming. It's not like the 5MW where it's actually active at all times. It's only when you're aiming. For the optic, we're running the VOK 3.0 optic. Now I will say this is by far the best optic to run in Modern Warfare, at least for the MW weapons. For the magazine, I'm running the 60 round mag for the ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, movement speed, and as well as a detachable mag rather than being belt fed. And there's a lot more benefits running the 60 rather than 200, especially when it comes to your movement speed. So definitely go ahead and check the Bruin out. By the way, I want to say the Bruin probably will not receive a nerf of any sort, so this is probably going to be one of the top guns after this video drops and after the mid-season update. Let's go ahead and talk about weapon number 4, and that one is the KGM40 from Vanguard, and it's a really good gun. Now let's go ahead and talk about this class. For the muzzle, I am running the MX silencer for the sound suppression, horizontal recoil control, and the vertical recoil control, as well as you do get an increase to your damage range. This one, for the barrel, I am running the Reisdorf 720mm shrouded. The recoil control and accuracy, it does help with your flinch resistance, reduce scope sway and gun bob, as well as it increases your bullet velocity. The quicker the bullets get to your target, the quicker they can actually basically get eliminated. For the optic, I'm running the 2.5 time optic, but you can go ahead and run the 3 to 6 time scope that was on the NZ41, but the 2.5 worked for me perfectly. For the stock, I'm running the VDD 22G padded. For the recoil control, recoil recovery, movement speed, and the accuracy. You do lose some sprint to fire, ADS, and hip fire accuracy. For the underbarrel, I'm running the M1930 strife angled for the horizontal recoil control. For the magazine, I'm running the 8mm Klauser 60 round drum mags for just basically to increase the ammo to as much as possible. For the ammunition, I'm running a lengthened for the bullet velocity. For the rear grip, I am running the grooved grip for the ADS firing move speed and the horizontal recoil control. For the perk, I'm running tight grip for the accuracy and recoil during sustained fire. So when you get into those gunfights, you want to make sure your gun is not getting a little bit more inaccurate, so it's always nice. As well as fully loaded as the perk, because I want as much ammo as possible when I spawn into the game. Now for weapon number 5, we are going to be talking about the M13. This gun, for some reason, has made itself back into the meta. I'm not too sure why, but it is definitely a really good gun, and let's go ahead and talk about it because this gun is going to excel at close, medium, and even long range. So talk about in the muzzle, we're going to be talking about the monolithic suppressor for the sound suppression and damage range. For the barrel, we're running the Tempest Marksman, which is a 16-inch barrel. It's actually the biggest barrel, and that's mainly for the damage range, bullet velocity, and the recoil control. For the optic, we're running the very standard VOK 3x optic, very standard on MW weapons. For the underbarrel, we're running the Commando foregrip for recoil stabilization and aiming stability. And for the magazine, we are running the 60 round mags just to get as much ammo as possible into this weapon. Like I said, this gun is going to excel at literally almost every range. It does not matter. I do know that mobility may take a hit on this weapon, but it's not super noticeable. This gun's literally a laser if you come up against it in Warzone, Caldera, Rebirth Island, or even Fortune's Keep. A lot of people have been running it recently. But this is the entire class setup. Let me know your guys' set. But this was all 5 of the meta Warzone class setups. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on all these weapons down below in the comments section. Which one are you guys going to be running, and which ones have you been running? Because I know a lot of these setups are meta anyway, so there's a good chance you might have already been using them. With that being said, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, put on post notifications so you guys don't miss another video. Have a great rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.
Society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous. It's the world honestly burning, that's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start